Previously on GOSPOCAST. One of the things that determines the level you're in right now, one of the things that determines where you're going is the tools that you're working with. You see, we are living in a world whereby you have to understand there is a movement, there is progression, there is change, and you have to be relevant with this change, and it has to be represented in the tools you're using. Now look at Abraham and God. God said to Abraham, go and sacrifice your son, which is a very difficult text for you to accept. And when Abraham accepted to it and took out to go to the mountain of Moriah to sacrifice his son as the Lord has spoken to him, it took him 3 days to get to the place. And by the time he got to the place, God has already designed another plan that requires another tool. Now, to use the lamb instead of the son to sacrifice. So if you're stuck in the old tools, you could be doing the things that you think is right, the things that is right, but doing that at the wrong time and thereby missing out on the things that God has for you. GOSPOCAST continues right after this. Okay, I'm so excited. Welcome you to brand new GOSPOCAST today. And let me start, and I'll be your host for today. And what are we talking about today? Today is going to be one of the interesting days we had on this show. We are still in the season 2 of moving to your next level, and we are talking about relevant tools. And one of the things that is so important today is that we're going to go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1, and from verse 6, when God looked at the children of Israel, they were in Mount Horeb, and the Lord said unto Moses, okay, the Lord our God said to us at Horeb, you have stayed long enough at this mountain. You have stayed long enough at this mountain. Now, verse 7, it says, break camp and advance into the hill country of the Amorites. Now, break your camp. You have to understand the importance of this and how it connects to relevant tools. One of the things that happens is that when you start building the camp, when you start building yourself, when you start making yourself a position in your life, when you come to a stage in your life, one of the things that happens is that people build camps around themselves, and one of the basic things that builds this camp are the tools that you work with in your life. They are the basic thing that does the work and that do this work. And it's important you understand that God, it's interesting in you breaking those tools, breaking those things that have formed a camp around you. You are still using the same tool you're using for the past 3 years, for the past 10 years, for the past 15 years. You are still doing all your filing on paper and file and write and keep. And you are still doing things the way you've been doing it all your life. And God is saying to you, break those habits, break those tools. You got to move. You got to advance. You got to advance. And he told them they need to advance. Now the question now, ask yourself, how am I advancing in the tools that I use? You are using the same phone you're using the 5 years ago, and there's a change in the situation. I'm not even talking about the expensive one. I'm talking about tools. I'm talking about the simple tools, the simple daily tools. The way you still write is the way you still write 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago when you still in school. You still write, you paste on the wall, and you put on the piece of paper. And have you ever asked yourself, is there no way I can advance and move to a new level? Is there no way I can advance and start doing things anew? Is there no way I can actually put my write up in my calendar, put it in my mobile, put it in my system, put it everywhere, and have an interactive tool that can be with me, that can remind me, that can work with me, that's more advanced than what I'm using right now. Now, you may not understand the reason why God is asking you to advance, to break those camps, because he's telling you to do that because of where you are going. Now, if you have imagined, if you have expected your next level and you're going somewhere, God is interested in you breaking the habits, breaking the limitation, the tools that you have that is holding you to this level. He wants you to start to advance in your mind, start to advance in your tools, and begin to use tools that are required for your next level. And that's why he's saying advance. That's why he's saying break those camps and move ahead. So today I'm going to ask you to look into your life and ask yourself, what are the things I need to break down and bring advancement into, especially in the tools that I use on my daily work. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.